What's up? Real MVPs, Ricky Whitmer here, and welcome into another NBA draft grade video for the 2021 NBA draft. And this is the Memphis Grizzlies. I am joined with my beautiful co-host, Soapy Muffin.
Hey.
Soapy, I gotta bring the positive vibes early because I am telling Memphis fans this is not going to be a positive video. If you want to check out other videos that may or may not have been positive, hit that sub button down below. We got draft grades for every team that made a pick in the 2021 NBA draft. Soapy, the Grizzlies take Ziaire Williams and Santi Aldama. Those are their two picks. And I'm going to get right into this. This is going to be the rare video where I don't ask you a question to start. I go rant mode to start this. And I do not wait. Usually we wait till the end. All right, we've already discussed what's the grade for this video. I'm just going to blow mine off the start and we'll go from there. This is an F. The Grizzlies get an F of a draft. This was the worst draft that I've seen this year. You trade Jonas Valanciunas, who is now back to being Jonas Valanciunas. You trade him to the Pelicans to get the 10th overall pick. Cool, you have the 10th overall pick. You can take some great guys up there at 10, and you take a guy that I didn't even have in my first round, that when I did have him in the first round, he was lower, 10 to 30. He would have been down there. Oh yeah, go ahead and take that guy. Go ahead, take him at number 10. Then you trade up with the Utah Jazz to get 30. Oh, cool. They're going to go with someone here. You go with a guy that many had undrafted or late in the second round. What were they thinking? I know people are going to say, but Ricky, it's all about potential. It's who they had on their board. You took them at the wrong spots. You took them at the very wrong spots. You could have went with better players. Zhaire Smith was an absolute miss. Santi Aldama, wrong place to draft him. Terrible picks by the Grizzlies. It's an F. I cannot state it more.
Oh, okay, time for me to... this is also the reverse role. I get to play a little bit of a positive guy.
I'm sorry. I've been stewing in this from Thursday when I got that angry about it then, Soapy. What are your thoughts?
So, in my mind... Yeah, just in my mind, I look at it as I don't think Ziaire Williams at number 10 is as bad of a pick as Ricky says. Obviously, for instance, I think the Spurs had a worse one.
The audacity! But go ahead.
Yeah, see, I'm saying it though because we started hearing rumors Ziaire Williams was sneaking back into the lottery for teams. Like, that's the only reason why I'm looking at it, like, at 10, of, like, okay, I get it. This is the thing. I still would not have taken him here. I would have definitely probably just stayed at 17.
Mm-hmm.
You probably could have got him at 17. But, like, I think the thing that makes it really egregious is the guards who literally went past him.
Yeah.
Of the fact that he is not...
Moody. Even Corey Kispert would have been better.
Yeah, I think it's just I just look at it of like, okay, like they are heavily hoping that, he develops, especially with the fact of like, I mean, I know earlier in the year, me and Dave were talking about it of like them finally taking that swing on a player.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what they decided to do this year. Obviously, like, yes, it may blow up and be very fucking bad if Ziaire Williams isn't better than anyone who was drafted after him.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing. I believe in the development staff enough. I believe in Ziaire Williams. I think he can be a very good player. I don't know if he ever passes what Book Knight's potential is.
Yeah, I don't either.
Like, I just don't view it as a super bad one. I think the Santi is the bad one. 'Cause I'm going to be brutally honest. Never saw him on boards.
Would have been undrafted. The only people that I even heard mention him were Bulls fans that wanted the Bulls to draft a forward at 38. That's the only time I've ever heard him mentioned. And like, I watched a few Loyola games today, or not today, but like this year, mainly because I bet on them in a couple of their games, mainly against Lafayette. But like, yeah, Ziaire Williams may turn out to be an okay NBA player, but I look at it and I go, this is the way I think about this. When we get 5 years down the line and we're redrafting this draft class, will Zaire Williams be the top 10? Will he be higher than 10? Will he be 10? Or will a Booknight, a Duarte, a Moody, a Kispert, even a Segun? I wouldn't have taken Segun. I would, like, to me, Booknight, Moody, or Duarte would have been who I was going with. Because here's my big problem with this, Soapy. The Grizzlies are a team that they have a young core. They're basically the Atlanta Hawks of the Western Conference. They just didn't go as far as the Hawks did. Like, they are a team that had success in the playoffs. They won the play-in tournament. They played well against the Utah Jazz, who was the best team in the Western Conference record-wise. This is a team that, in my mind, what we talked about with I think it was the Kings. No, not the Kings. We talked about with the Clippers of neither of these guys step in day one and make you better. But a Moody, a Booknight, a Duarte could have. They could have made you better day one, and that's what this team needs. Guys who can step in and make them better and not only accelerate the timeline of this team, but also keep with the timeline of this team, which those three guys could have.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I think, obviously, jumping 5 years ahead of time, obviously with a player of
or even 3 years, you know me, just the future.
Yeah. Like, the reason why I think it's kind of hard to do that with Zaire Williams is the fact of literally, like, I don't want to say he's a Kevin Knox type player, which then that already makes me sound like I'm writing him off like a bust. Like, that's sort of like, it's that idea of, like, he could literally be this, like, next level talent.
Yeah.
But all we've really seen is, like, bits and pieces from high school. Like, it didn't look the best in college. Like, that's the thing. Like, I, once again, don't hate this pick. Like, it's not, like, once again, it's not my favorite. I think it's also still a reach. But, like, at the same time, I think I think he still probably would have gone lottery. I think it's just he would have gone somewhere different in the lottery. I don't know. Like, I think if he was still there by 12, I think he would have gone 12. Like, I think this is basically them taking that shot at, like, a high upside guy. Because if they miss, obviously, yes, it looks very bad, especially with the fact of all the people who go after him.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, if he hits and he's anything like we expected him to be, like, pre-college, if we're like he's coming in, like, people like he could be a star in the making. Like, this could be either the biggest brain play or the biggest blunder for this franchise.
And I get that. And that's what the draft is. I understand that, where it's like, we want to take a hit on this guy, and if he pans out. But, like, I look at it and, okay, this is the guy I was thinking of. You know what this, and yet again, they went to the same school, but you know what this pick I compare it to? Think back 2 years ago, 2019 draft. There was also a Stanford kid that fit the similar of, like, oh man, like, he's all potential. This would be like if in the 2019 draft, the Atlanta Hawks sat there and said, we're going to take KZ Okpala with the 10th overall pick, and not Cam Reddish, not PJ Washington, not Tyler Hero. Like, this is what I feel like. The Grizzlies went with KZ Okpala, and the Booknight, the Moody, and the Duarte are basically Reddish, Washington, and Tyler Hero. Like, that is what they did. They passed up on that because they wanted to go with potential instead of people who can have potential and help them right now.
Yeah, I think it's just if he pans out, I think we'll look at this pick entirely differently. I think it's just right now, we didn't really see anything in college.
Grizzly fans are going to bookmark. Like, Grizzly fans are going to Jaden Brown bookmark this. Where Celtic fans were all over us. Oh, what were you saying about... Hey, it was true. He needed to develop some more. I was right on Jaylen Brown. He just did it in the NBA. And I can't wait to be right here. For Grizzly fans that love the pick, I am sorry. I cannot wait to be right. I've already given my grade. It is an F, 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 F. I think this is the only F that I've given through all of the videos that I have done. It is an F. If I could give lower than an F, I could. If I could dig a hole, bury the F, that's what I would do. Soapy, what is your grade for this pick?
Mine's a C-. I think this is basically just this is just the project guy. Like every draft has like that guy in the top 10 that's like the okay, just see where they go.
The question I also have, and I want to like, I know that we're gonna get more Grizzly fans of this video, but even if you're like, if you're a general NBA fan, I want to know people's opinion on this question. Which was a worse pick in your mind? Don't answer, Soapy. I know your answer. Zaire Williams at 10, Primo at 12. Because I think Zaire Williams at 10 was worse than Primo at 12. I'm not saying either was good. I just think that Zaire Williams at 10 was the biggest faux pas, the biggest reach, the worst pick of this entire draft. Let us know what you guys think down below in that comment section, though. How wrong am I? That's all I'm going to hear. Ricky, you're wrong, blah, 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 wrong. I can't wait to hear it. But let us know what you think down below. Hit that sub button if you want to see more draft content where I'm not acting like this. This is the only video where I went this full rant mode. So if you want to see me act normal, click that subscribe button.
I mean, it may not be the only one.
Relatively normal. Relatively.
It may not be the last one. We got one more team to go.
Do we? No, we don't.
Kings.
We're done.
Yeah, the Kings, my guy.
We did the Kings.
Remember the weird order we're doing them in.
Yeah, the weird order, but like actually recording, we've already recorded that video. I don't want
Ricky, we acted like we fucking didn't record it yet.
Yeah, no.
We acted like we already recorded this one.
Dude,
ruined it. The continuity's ruined.
I don't even remember how I acted in that. I'm just going to say I acted normal in most of them. This was the one I was most upset about, though. If you want to support us MVP vids on Patreon or become a channel member, and if you want to join the greatest community in the universe, check out the MVP Discord. Link down below. Thank you guys for being as great as you always are, and as always, have a good day, everybody.